Chapter 9. Tricks, No Treats. I jumped up. "What are you doing?" I yelled. "Why is he here?" "Tell him, Sam," Officer Brandon said. "Tell Sergeant Melly what you just told me." But I couldn't say anything. No words would come out of my mouth. Officer Brandon gave me a dirty look. "Lost your nerve? Afraid to tell Sergeant Melly what you told me?" "What are you saying?" My voice sounded like a croak. Why are you doing this?" In no time, Officer Brandon told Sergeant Melly what I had told her. "But you don't have any proof, do you, Sam?" she asked. "You're just trying to look important. You're just making stuff up, aren't you?" "But I do have," I began. "Shut up, Sam," ordered Officer Brandon. "I've had enough of your lies." Sergeant Melly was looking at me. "He's just a kid," said Officer Brandon. "He's just a stupid little jerk who thinks he can solve crimes. Let's forget about it." "Oh, I will," said Sergeant Melly. "Beat it, Sam. You too, Simon. I don't ever want to see you two again. Hear what I'm saying? I'm going to let you both off this time, but don't you dare pull a stunt like this again." "You heard him," said Officer Brandon. "Get out. Lucky for you, I don't call your parents." Simon and I ran out of the room. We ran out of the building. We would have kept running, but my foot started to hurt. We sat down on a bench. "Now what?" asked Simon. "It was him," I said. "And now he knows that we know." "Ah, knock it off, Sam. He's a cop. He didn't kill anybody." I didn't say a word. I stood up. "Where are you going?" Simon asked. "Get lost," I told him. I started for home, but it was going to take a long time with my foot hurting. I took the shortcut through the park. In no time, I heard someone running behind me. "I'm coming with you," Simon said. "It's a free country," I said, still mad. We waited for a bit, keeping to the park road. It was dark, but not pitch dark. Between the moon and the park lights, we could see pretty well. Once I stumbled, and Simon grabbed my arm and held me up. I shook him off and kept walking. I heard a car. It wasn't going fast, but it was coming up behind me. I turned to look. Why didn't it have its headlights on? Then I heard the squeals of tires. Suddenly the headlights were on, blinding me. I wanted to run, but I couldn't. I just stood there waiting to be hit. And then I saw Simon leap across the road and into the glare of the lights. He grabbed me and pushed me out of the way. I landed on the grass, my bad leg screaming out in pain. Then Simon was by my side, yanking me up. "Run!" he screamed. I heard tires squeal again, and the headlights found us. The driver raced the engine and came up over the curb. He was gunning for us again. But all of a sudden, there were more headlights. 2 cars crashed into the one chasing us. Then lots of car doors opened and slammed shut. "What's going on?" "Get out of the car, Melly," someone ordered. "Keep your hands up where I can see them." I watched as Sergeant Melly got out of the car. A whole bunch of cops circled him. Then I saw Officer Brandon put handcuffs on him. She pushed him into a police car. Simon crawled over me. "Sam, are you all right?" I looked at Simon. I didn't know what was happening, but I knew Simon had saved my life. I owed him big time. Officer Brandon came over and helped me up. "Sorry about that, guys. I hope you weren't too scared." "Scared? Me? I just pooped my pants, and she wanted to know if I was scared?" "See, we had a hunch that Melly was a bad cop. We could never get anything on him until today. Not until you walked in with your story, Sam." "I don't get it," I said. "Why did you bring in Melly like that? You saw how mad he was at me." Officer Brandon smiled at me. "Exactly. We set him up, and we set you up too. I'm sorry, Sam. I wanted him to know you'd heard him at the graveyard. I wanted him to think that you were a witness, but I wanted him to think I didn't believe you." "That much makes sense," Simon replied. "Anyhow, I figured he'd follow you," Brandon went on, "and I was right. We kept following him, following you," she explained. "You weren't in any real danger." "Sure, tell that to my underpants."